Hello, welcome back to another video. If you can't tell by the title of this video, today I am doing a haul review try on of the ALPHALETE Pulse collection, which is launching on the 28th at 4 PM UK time, 10 AM CST. I think it's always the same time, that never changes. You know the drill by now if you shop with ALPHALETE. It's normally a Saturday, normally 4 PM UK time, whatever time that is elsewhere. So I have like the brief of everything that's dropping, so I'm gonna pop this on the screen here and like roll it down so you can see the full collection that's dropping. It's all women's only, it's a women launch, and I'm just going to read what ALPHALETE are saying themselves about this, and then obviously as always I'm going to put my own 2 cents in and I will give you my opinions on the stuff as I go through the items. So they wanted to create a range of products to help you effortlessly achieve your goals and elevate your mood, made with their signature nylon/elastane blend. It features their silkiest yet most performant fabric yet. Fabric is slick and soft, yet extremely performant and supportive. Put like an emphasis on the fact that this is like a very much performance-based line. Yeah, I do have a support code with ALPHALETE, which is just Amy. I'm not gonna bore you and do the whole like this time. I just feel like I want to just get on with the haul. It's very hot outside and I feel like people just skip past that anyway, so I'm just going to get on with the haul. But if you do find this haul helpful, my support code is just Amy, and if you use it, message me so I can say thank you. Always respond to my messages. And before I even get into this, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below or message me on Instagram, and I would suggest going to follow me on there, because after I've filmed this video I'm going through a ton of questions on Instagram and I'm going to save them to a highlight. So if there's anything that I've missed in this video, it's probably over on my Instagram. So for me, my measurements are 24-inch waist. Oh my god, what was that? I had a women's best protein shake earlier and it's genuinely knocking me sick. How people can like their products, I actually don't understand. Anyway, that's really not the point of this video. Anyway, 24-inch waist, 39-ish around my glutes, 32 double D bra size, but my boobs are fake. Full disclaimer, that means they measure a little bit differently. A fake double D is a bit smaller than a natural double D, and obviously do bear that in mind when I'm speaking about the supportiveness of the support bras. This is not a surgery video. When I'm talking about the supportiveness of the sports bras and all that sort of stuff, just do bear that in mind. Full disclaimer, when I first got this stuff I was like not mad about it. I was just like, because I love Amplify so much, like that to me is just chef's kiss. Like ALPHALETE can do no wrong for me when it comes to Amplify. Because I'm so obsessed with Amplify, this is very different to Amplify. I was like, oh, I'm really not sure about this, like I'm not sure. As I've worn this to the gym over the past week, it's grown on me more and more. There are certain things that I just flat out would not recommend, which I will get onto, but I definitely have at least 3 things that I actually think these are like very, I can confidently, very confidently suggest that you buy these. So yeah, this collection has definitely grown on me. It's very different to Amplify. So if you like Amplify, it's not that you won't like this range, it's just that it's something completely different to that, so that's always something to bear in mind. Yeah, so first off I'm going to go through the Pulse Surge bra, which I have in the shade Pacific Blue. I only requested one of these because I feel like when I hold it up to you, if you know my kind of preference, you're gonna see straight away why I only got one of these. I got one of these because I was like, I still want to be able to review it for people, and this looked the most promising in terms of support, so I wanted to give this one, give it a chance at least and test it out so I could review it. But design wise on this, super high neck, cuts in around here. I had an issue last time they did this style bra with this like sticking out a weird amount and just not fitting quite right. I don't have that issue with this one. It lies pretty well. It sticks out a tiny bit, but it's not as bad as it was last time. And then it has this like cut out at the front here, which is basically like a little keyhole cut out in the front, and then at the back it's just a racer back. And with this bra, the branding is on the back, the other two the branding is on the front, and it's just the rubberized textured signature logo. It has a couple of like seams down the front for some extra detailing. So support wise, this is, I would say, out of the 3 bras, the most supportive one. I have this in an extra small, and sizing wise for me, I always forget that people are sometimes new to these videos. So basically, if you aren't already aware, I always say like normally, oh yeah, this bra is true to size. What I mean by that is ALPHALETE bras generally run big, like the vast majority of them run big. Technically as a 32DD, I should probably be more of a small in a sports bra, and I am in most other brands, but with ALPHALETE I'm a true extra small, because if I got to a small, the band is just really loose. So in ALPHALETE sports bras I always get an extra small, because a small is just too big on the band and it doesn't fit quite right. So when I say true to size, I mean true to size for ALPHALETE sizing. I feel like if you buy from ALPHALETE regularly, you know that the sports bras run big, but I do sometimes forget to mention that. So this for me is true to size in the sense of ALPHALETE sizing. I wear an extra small. I would not go up and I would not go down in this. It is their more supportive bra. However, on the information we've been given, it says it's a high impact performance bra. I wouldn't go that far to say it's like high impact. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing a lot of like jumping around, like intense super quick like fast movements, a lot of jumping, all that sort of stuff. I wouldn't feel that comfortable doing that in this. Would I run in this? Yes, it's comfortable enough personally for me to do that. I would say it's medium to high, not high in my opinion. And this blue is actually my favourite colour out of all the colours that I have things in. I think this is a really good colour. I've got a bit of a tan at the moment. My ring light is washing me out, so it might not look like it, but I do. And this is popping off. It's a really gorgeous colour. Then we have the Pulse Balance bra. So the branding for this is on the front. You've got the rubberized logo there in a signature style. These bras, this one and the next one I'm going to show you, they've gone for more of a square neckline, which I think is something really different, and I actually really like how this looks. They've got thicker straps, and then the seam kind of just comes down here. At the back, it's just got a racer back, basically the same as the previous bra I've just shown you. No branding on the back. Very plain. I have this in black, I have this in white, and I have this in the lilac purpley shade colour as well. This is my second favourite bra that is launching. Support wise, let me see what ALPHALETE themselves are saying. Medium impact performance, I would agree with that. This is definitely a bit less. So the previous bra I've just shown you, I would say is medium to high. I would say this and the bra I'm going to show you next are true medium. Again, I would do like a little run in this. I could do skipping in this, to be fair, but I wouldn't want to be doing like plyometric work, like a lot of like jumping. This is a support I would need for what I do. For weight training, all these bras are completely fine. You're not going to have any problems. The only thing to note with this bra is I definitely think that the straps on this fit the tightest out of the three bras. When I put this on, it digs into my traps quite a lot, and I find it a little bit uncomfortable. I do think that these run a little bit smaller than the previous bras. However, like I've just said, I would still go for an extra small in these, because going up to a small would mean the band is way too big, and everything else fits fine. It's just how tight these are around like my neck. It's a little bit uncomfortable. All the bras come with removable padding, but you already know the drill by now. Honestly, I don't know many people that keep the padding in their bras. I think brands should just start taking the padding out. I don't really know anyone that keeps the padding in a sports bra. So take the padding out. The white is completely fine without the padding in, by the way. You can't see your nips or anything like that. Pulse Kinetic bra, and that is this one, which I feel like I've seen a lot of people posting in. This one's a bit dirty because I wore it to the gym today. White gets absolutely filthy, but we move. So actually I'll just show you it in the grey, because it's actually a bit embarrassing how dirty it is. I've literally got muck all over it. It looks like I've been rolling around with pigs. So this is the Pulse Kinetic bra. It has a very similar front to the previous bra I've just shown you, but it is definitely a little bit, let me just double check. So this bra is a little bit longer than the previous bra I've just shown you. It's probably more about the same length as the first bra I showed you, but yeah, it's super similar to the last one in terms of like the square neck at the front. I love this seam detail, and it's really like random to love that, but I just feel like just does something to the bra and it looks really, really good. Your back muscles look absolutely phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. I am obsessed with how this makes my back look. This is like one of the things, you know, I said there's like a few things that I would definitely recommend getting. This is one of them. I absolutely love this bra. Support wise, medium, same as the last bra I've shown you. And in terms of like where the where your chest sits in this, the previous bra I've just shown you, I keep on forgetting the names, the Pulse Balance bra that I've just shown you sits a bit higher on your chest, whereas this one sits a bit lower. This is just a perfect bra for me, like perfect. Got a bit of a thicker strap going on than like say the Tri bras, but I don't think that's a problem with this one. It just looks really flattering. The square neckline's really flattering. It makes your boobs look really good. I wear an extra small. I would not go up, I would not go down. Yeah, the thing I will say about all these sports bras is these feel better quality. Like everything just feels a lot thicker with these bras and a lot sturdier than let's say a Tri bra, which I have here. These just feel like a lot, don't get me wrong, I still love the Tri bras, highly recommend. They're like, I wear these to death. I mean, this is not even white anymore. What colour is this? I don't even know. I definitely like very well made, in my opinion. They just feel like very, very thick. In terms of sweat showing, obviously the material is the same across the board. It's the same for the bras, the tops I'm going to show you, the leggings, the shorts, all the material is the same. It's their Pulse material, the, what's it called, nylon and elastane blend. Not completely 100% sweat proof, but it's definitely a lot more sweat proof than I was expecting it to be. When I felt the material, I was like, there's no way this is going to be sweat proof, but it has actually surprised me over the last week whilst I've been trying this out in the gym, just how well it's got the moisture up, particularly the bottoms. I'm concerned about seeing like little sweat patches here. You might see a little bit, but I don't get any like under boob sweat in this, which is something I've got with like the ALPHALETE range tops before, because that's just not, in my opinion, a very like sweat wicking material. But this, because it has like the more nylon-y and it's more of like a slick, cool to the touch kind of material rather than being like a brushed cotton like the ALPHALETE range, it does mop up the sweat a little bit better. I don't want to say it's 100% sweat proof because I have noticed little patches here and there, but these bras, the bottoms, everything, it's not like it is with, let's say, the ALPHALETE range. Oh my god, I've got pins and needles in my feet. Why does this happen every single time? I just saw my foot. Oh my god. So I have this in, what's this specific grey called? Silver Sky, White and Matcha, which is a very, very cute pistachio-ish green kind of shade. I didn't get any of like the reds or like the rusty or like the orange kind of colours, but I kind of wish I did because I'm seeing them on other people and I'm thinking, that looks really good. I actually really like the yellow as well, but we move. I just went for more neutral vibes because I'm boring apparently. So yeah, the zip tank top, I have this in black like I just said, and I have this in white. The only difference between these in terms of like the branding stuff is that on the black the logo is in white rubberized text, rubberized, yeah, what that meant, I don't know what I'm saying. And then on the white one, rather than it being like opposing in black, it's in white, which I definitely prefer. I think that definitely looks better. Now these are just like a little cropped tank. They kind of come just above your belly button, so when you wear these with like the bottoms, which I'm going to show you, they work really well together. You don't have like, they don't overlap weirdly, they pretty much just meet, and you might have like a little bit on show, but they're not like a super short crop or anything. They're actually very good length. Then they have a little half zip down at the front, which you can obviously, you can wear this super zipped up, you can wear it zipped down, you can do it half, you can pretty much just do what you want. This cute little collar around the front and the back, obviously that's what a collar does. And then the arms just kind of scoop and make your shoulders look really good. So I had seen people saying about these, about people's like boobs hanging out the side. I wear an extra small in these and I don't have any issue with that whatsoever. My boobs are actually They're actually pretty like well sitting in. That's something I will say about this range in particular. I normally have a bit of side boob spilling out of my bras with ALPHALETE, which is why I really think they should do an extra small plus size for the sports bras and the tops, which would basically be keep the small band but just add a bit more material for people that have got like small ribs and stuff but like a bigger bust. Really, like, that's such a good, like, an extra small plus, such a good idea, because I normally have like side boob hanging out. It doesn't bother me too much, but sometimes I just think I just wish it fit better. The bras in this collection, for me, I don't have an issue with like side boob hanging out. They fit really well, to be honest. And it's the same with this top. I don't have any like issue with that. It doesn't cut uncomfortably into my armpit. It's a very comfortable top. They've really nailed the like design and fit of this, in my personal opinion. If you are getting the white, don't even think about trying to wear this without a bra underneath it, because you can actually see your nipples. And I don't just mean, oh, I can see your nipples. I mean, I can see the colour of your areolas. With the white in the try on clip, I wanted to try a tri-bra on underneath, because when I got this white one, I was like, I love it, but like I can't wear a bra underneath it, because I just thought, because of how these are cut, you're going to be able to see the straps and it's just going to look a bit of a mess. No, the white tri-bra fits perfectly underneath this, and you can pull like the top of it down so that even when it's unzipped you can't see it. Now obviously you can tell that you've got something on underneath it, but it fits really well under the back of it. You don't have straps hanging out or anything like that. In terms of support, if you are wanting to wear this to the gym, I personally would wear a bra underneath this. I just feel like even in the black, it's not see-through, but I just feel like it looks a bit weird without a bra underneath it. Don't get me wrong, if I'm just going to Morrison's, the Co-op, Tesco, nipping out, going for a walk with Dan or something, I don't care, I will wear the black one on its own without a bra underneath. But I just don't feel like it looks quite right without a bra underneath it in the gym. And if you're wanting to do like cardio in this, forget it. Unless you put a bra underneath it, you need a bra underneath it. It's not a high impact thing, but the design of this, they've just absolutely nailed it. And it's so good that you can wear a bra underneath this and it doesn't have like straps everywhere, because to me that just looks messy. Absolutely elated. I love these tops. These, along with the bra that I said was my favourite, are another thing that I would definitely recommend from this launch. I just think these look sick. I do actually notice that you see a little bit more sweat on these than you do in the bras, just because it's a thinner material. But again, it's nothing too crazy and it does dry very quick. But yeah, I have worn the white over a sports bra to the gym, and I did notice that you could see a little bit of sweat like on my underboob, but it dried very quickly, I will say that. I wear an extra small in these. I wouldn't go up, I wouldn't go down. These fit true to size in terms of tops. I have pretty much no concerns about sizing on these, true to size. And lastly, for the tops, we have the Pulse long sleeve jacket. I just got this in white. Now I'm wishing I got it in more colours, because with ALPHALETE jackets, this is the trend with my reviews on them. The Amplify jacket is the only one that works perfectly for me. The rest of them just don't fit quite right, and I was like, I kind of need to go down to a double extra small. This I got in an extra small, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but I could have probably got away with a double extra small. However, it's not as bad as how other jackets that they've done in the past have fit, other than Amplify. Amplify an extra small fits perfectly, love that. The only issue with this is the sleeves fit really well, and it fits really well over my chest. It doesn't look like weird and baggy. It just down here, it kind of like comes away a little bit. Now, it's not anything where it actually looks like it doesn't fit right or it looks a bit weird, so it's not something I'm too concerned about, but I could go down to a double extra small if I wanted to. So for sizing for this jacket, I would say it depends on what kind of a fit you want. If you just want like a normal fit of a jacket and you're not bothered about it being like super skin tight everywhere, stick to your normal size. If you have a smaller waist and you want it to like really emphasize that, I would say go down a size, because this whole range, this material is so stretchy, like so stretchy. Sizing wise, it's kind of going to be interchangeable in terms of like if you did want to go down in something like the jacket, you definitely could because it's so stretchy. So these have little thumb holes in terms of the details. The sleeves are a good length. You know I love a good length sleeve because I like to be able to tuck my hands in it and feel cozy. That works perfectly. Thumb holes, which I love. Cute little collar. Nothing like crazy in terms of like branding. Again, they've just done the white on white on the left at the bottom at the front. Yeah, you can wear this, you know, fully zipped, half zipped, unzipped. And in terms of like where it fits, it kind of just comes down to like the bottom of your ribs. It's a nice length again. In terms of like what you would wear this for, I would wear this more for like running errands or going to the gym. I wouldn't keep this on when I'm in the gym. It's very thin. It's the exact same. It's basically a long sleeve version of the tanks I've just shown you. It's very thin, it's very breathable, it's very comfortable, but I would never train in long sleeves. And I did notice when I wore this the other day, I don't know why I sweat so much when I walk around Morrison's, but clearly I've got a bit of an issue there and not really sure why that happens. I did get like quite the sweat patch in this, so definitely something to be aware of if that's something that bothers you. But again, it did dry pretty quick, but I feel like when it's under your armpit anyway, it just takes a bit longer because it's just very warm and it's constantly getting sweaty. I need to change my camera battery. 1 second. I recommend it, yes. I don't know what the pricing of this stuff is going to be because it's such like a performance, and it's a new material for ALPHALETE, by the way. This is not something that I can compare to any of their other ones. Like the Surface and the ALPHALETE range would be most similar because it's just completely different to Amplify, like it's a completely different material. But Surface and the ALPHALETE range are more cottony kind of feel, whereas this is like nylon slick. It's got a bit of like a, I don't know, it's like cold to touch. It's just like a slick fabric. It's not cottony, it's not brushed, and so therefore you're not going to have the issues with pilling. I don't think you will anyway. I've only had this stuff for a week, so I don't want to sit here and be like, this is 100% not going to pill, because I just don't want to say that, because I've only been able to try these things for a week. It's going to take a lot longer than a week for something to pill, but because it's more of like a slick nylon-y feel, I don't think it'll be as bad as the ALPHALETE and like Surface. ALPHALETE in particular is bad for pilling. On to the bottoms. We have two different leggings and we have two different shorts. The leggings are like two different lengths and like they're slightly different in terms of like the design, and the shorts again two different lengths and slightly different in terms of the kind of design and not really the vibe of them. They're very, very similar, but yeah. So before I get into this, I'm just going to tell you straight up, I don't like the leggings. I just feel, for me, these leggings just, Amplify leggings are my favourite leggings, and the Essentials. I love the Essentials too. For me, these leggings just give me mum vibes. I feel like it's a mixture of the fact that the material is more like that OG kind of like gym wear, nylon-y kind of feel, and like the seams and stuff, I just feel like this is not my vibe. Into like the technicalities of the leggings, but I'm just telling you straight up, the leggings are not my cup of tea. The shorts is a very different story, but the leggings, they're just not, I just feel like I'm not the target demographic for these leggings. I love the Amplify leggings and these are just not it for me. The women's Pulse Kinetic leggings are their longer ones, and I have these in lavender and the matcha colour. These have a 27.5 inch inseam. So I just want to compare the ranges in terms of like being able to show you the differences between them. So this is the new Pulse material. These are the leggings in the lavender shade. I have a pair of ALPHALETE leggings here, a pair of Amplify leggings here, and a pair of Surface leggings here. So in terms of like the most similar, well the least similar, let me go with that first. Amplify, it's completely different. If you've had Amplify, these are like your typical seamless material legging, completely different to ALPHALETE seamless, ALPHALETE, Surface and the new Pulse range. These are just completely different. not even really worthy of a comparison, to be completely honest. And then in terms of their similarity to the ALPHALETE and the Surface, ALPHALETE, again, it's not very similar because this is much more of like a brush cotton kind of feel, so they're not super similar either. The closest thing to it to compare it to is the Surface. However, again, these are much more cottony, these are more nylon-y. The Pulse feel slightly thinner than the Surface is, and obviously they've got more of like a slick feel to them rather than like a bit more of a cottony feel from the Surface collection. So all in all, this is a new material from ALPHALETE. It's not like they've just made a different design out of like the Surface material. It is a different material. In terms of the design, these are super high-waisted. They have no front seam. In terms of like the seams on the longer ones, so the ones that have the 27.5-inch seam, the Kinetic legging, they have kind of like a double seam going down the side of the leg, which you will see in the try-on clips, and that runs directly down the side because, as you can see from the front, the seams start here, and it kind of makes like this front bit of the waistband like there's like a square patch there. Like I just said, there's no front seam. Seams run down the side, and then at the back it's got like a double seam here. ALPHALETE logo there in the rubberized, goes into a V, seam down the back so that you can separate the cheeks. The thing that I've noticed about the seams on the back of the legging in particular and on the front is it's not like boning in a corset, because that's very intense, but these seams around the waist in particular have got a lot more structure and a lot more rigidity to them than any of the seam that ALPHALETE have done before on the leggings. Like, I can't really, it's really hard to explain, but when I hold it, it feels like I can feel that these seams are like a little bit stiff, if that makes sense. But they don't have a seam in the top, which means that when you sit down, you don't feel like a little suffocated muffin, because it just sits flat across your waist. In terms of like the functionality of these leggings, obviously I have these in the lavender and the matcha colour. So sweat proofness, they show a little bit of sweat, but it dries very quickly, whereas when I wear like the ALPHALETE essential leggings, for example, once I've sweated through the crotch area, that's it. I just look like I've pissed myself for the rest of my session. It doesn't dry. It takes a very long time to dry because it's much more of a cotton thing. Whereas these, it does dry a lot quicker. But yeah, they're not 100% sweat proof, but they're definitely more sweat wicking than some other collections that ALPHALETE do, where they say it's sweat wicking and I'm like, why do I look like I'm weeing myself? And I think that boils down to the fact that these have got that like nylon-y kind of like very performance feel leggings, which is what they're marketed as. And yeah, they are more of a performance legging. When you get them out, they're super like thin and lightweight, but they also feel a bit heavy, if that makes sense. The material of these, it's like nylon-y elastine. It's exactly what you can imagine it would feel like, but it's very thin and it's so stretchy, like super stretchy. Like, there is a lot of give in these leggings. The Pulse range, they've said, is meant to give like a lot of like support and make you feel supported. I don't think this waistband has any compression in it whatsoever. Just don't feel that these are a super supportive legging in terms of compression. Are they comfortable? Yeah, they're really comfortable. They're really soft, they're really slick, they're really, you know, I have no qualms about that, but they're not a compressive legging. So yeah, they do on me fall down a little bit. So in terms of sizing for these, I wear an extra small. I don't think I would go down to a double extra small. I really think that's a bit unnecessary. My size and advice for these particular leggings would be to stay true to size, go to an extra small. If you are between sizes and you want to try a size down, you can definitely get away with it, because like I've said so many times, look at how stretchy these are. Like, they're a very stretchy legging. They've got a lot of give to them. You can definitely size down if you wish to, but if you're a very true to size person, you know, you one size in every single range that ALPHALETE does. It's not like this runs big, you must size down in these. You can definitely just get true to size. But if you are like between, you know, I could fit a double extra small, I could fit an extra small, I could probably fit a small as well and it not look super weird, but I do think the waist would be a little bit baggy on that. But yeah, if you are like between sizes, but you're more like on the smaller side, you can definitely go for your smaller size in these leggings. So yeah, sweat proofness, that, squat proof. I have these two colours. The matcha is completely fine. For reference, I've got black underwear on in the try on clips that I've done because I really wanted to put these to the test. The matcha I did not see an issue with whatsoever. The lavender, it's a little bit sheer, but it's nothing crazy. I actually don't think you could see my underwear that bad. Watch me go through the try on clip now and be like, Jesus Christ. But I actually don't think it was that bad. So yeah, they're not completely squat proofed. It's going to depend on what colour you get. Obviously these are two of the more lighter colours. I think if you get like the blue or the darker colours, you should be okay, but I went for two of the lighter colours, and that's my 2 cents on the squat proofness situation. Camel toe situation with these leggings is horrific, to the point where I already know I'm going to have to put an emoji over, you know, for this video because it's horrific. Good. It's a very, very thin material, so there's nothing you can do. It's going to go up there. I know that they got rid of, well, I said they got rid of, it's a new range. They probably didn't put the front seam on there because they felt like it would have been worse. It probably would have made it worse, if I'm being completely honest, but they still give me a raging camel toe anyway. It's not something that bothers me too much when I'm in the gym. Do I really want to post online? No. I've had pictures of my situation flying around Facebook groups, and I just think we're not going to do that again. So I will definitely be putting an emoji over that this time round. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Then we have the Pulse Surge legging, which is a 25-inch inseam. So with the length on the last leggings, that's 27.5, and that reaches my ankle. It's quite a long legging on me. I have a 28-inch inseam leg. That's the length of most of my like trousers and stuff. So the previous leggings fit like full length on me. I definitely prefer the length of these Surge leggings because it's 25 inches, and I like my leggings to be like above my ankle. I don't know what it is about full length leggings. I just feel like it makes my ankles look really skinny, and I don't like it. I just feel like I look a bit weird. So I thought I would go out on a whim with these colours. Well, one of the colours anyway. So I got these in Silver Sky and I got them in white. We'll get onto the white in a second, but I will just run you through the details and kind of like the differences between the two leggings. These are kind of like a different design. It's the same material sort of thing. It's all that's the same, so I don't need to go over that again. It all feels very similar, but the design is slightly different. So no front seam at the front, and also no like seam on the front of the waistband here, which there was on the previous ones. The seams on here are more focused on the back of the legging. So you've got the ALPHALETE logo there, rubber, same as it always is. You have the seams here on the back that go kind of down, and then you have like a straight flat seam above like the bottom of the waistband, and then a curved one above your bum which kind of goes down, and these kind of swoop down round the side and round the ankle to the front, which you will see in the try on clip. Back seam so you can separate your cheeks. Another huge difference with these leggings is, and I just want to know the thought process behind this, put a seam in the top of the waistband. I feel like everyone knows when you put a seam in the top of the waistband it doesn't work, because when you sit down you feel like an actual muffin. And I really hope that doesn't upset anyone, because I'm not trying to be like, you know, we all have fat on our stomachs, we're going to get rolls when we sit down, but I just feel like it's not even about that. It's not even about how it looks. It's so uncomfortable to have a seam in the top like that. Like, it's so uncomfortable. I can't understand why they've done it. I can't understand why they've done it, but they've done it. So lengthwise on these come a bit short. Obviously they're a 25-inch inseam. I prefer the length of these. Not completely sweat proof, but it dries very, very quickly. Camel toe wise, again, you get a chronic camel toe in these. Squat proofness, Silver Sky, completely fine. This was like completely fine for me. The white, we knew this was going to happen, didn't we? I knew this when I circled it and sent it over, and I was like, oh, I'd like the white please. I was like, I'm just intrigued to see how this goes, and it goes not well, apparently. So I tried, I kind of need to talk about the shorts in conjunction with these, because basically I did this for the shorts but I didn't do it for the leggings. So skip to the shorts if you want to find out about like the proper like see-through-ness of the white, because it's the same with the shorts. So I'm not going to speak about it twice, I'll just speak about it once when I go over the shorts. But in short, if you'll pardon the pun, they're not squat proof, they're not even stand-up proof. Even with light underwear, you are pushing it. And when you take these out of the packaging, if you do decide to go for white, it's a very impractical colour for the gym anyway, but I just thought it could look so sick like day to day. I feel like a Victoria's Secret model wearing a white gym set. I don't know why, but I just feel like I would. And when you pull these out the bag, you will see, I've got my ring light here and it's not picking it up, but you will see if you get these that the waistband is like double layered, as it is with the leggings, the other leggings that I've just shown you, and then the leg itself is not double layered, so it's much thinner. You can visibly see the difference between the colour of the waistband, which is solid white, and then the colour of the leg, which is basically white mixed with whatever colour your skin tone and underwear is. The sizing on these leggings, I wear an extra small, but I would definitely say if you're between sizes with that, go up a size. I wouldn't personally go up to a size small, but I do think if you're someone who holds more of your weight around like your midsection and you're between sizes anyway, size up, because otherwise that seam around the top of the waistband is going to be like quite uncomfortable for you. So I would definitely recommend, if you're between sizes and more towards the, say you're between an extra small and a small but you're more towards a small, go with the small in these leggings, just because of that top seam. It just makes them fit quite a bit tighter. They're still super stretchy, but that top seam, it's really is a killer. Oh, the shorts, yes, I love these. These have grown on me exponentially over the past week, because when I first tried these I was like, I'm not 100% sure, but now I love them. Do they take over my Amplify? No, they don't, but I do actually really like these, and these are going to be in my rotation, weekly gym rotation, for a long while, so you will be seeing a lot of these. So we have the women's Pulse Kinetic short, which I'll go over first, which has the longer inseam. These are more like bikers, 7.5-inch inseam. And then we have the Pulse Surge short, which is the shorter one with a 4-inch inseam, which I will go over after. So longer shorts, no seam in the waistband, praise Jesus. And in terms of design, these are basically a short version of the Kinetic, so the longer length legging that I showed you. So they've got kind of like the boning kind of seams that feel very like reinforced sort of thing, and the seams are basically just the same, but it's just in a short form. Deep V on the back to make it look super cute on your bum. But yeah, I wore these for a leg day, and I get super sweaty on a leg day, and to be honest, there was no crotch sweat visible in these shorts. So yeah, there was a bit of a sweat patch on the back, which you could see a little bit on like the crack area, but it dried really quickly. By the time I got home, which is like a 20-minute drive, there was no sweat to be seen on these. So not 100% sweat proof, but very sweat wicking. That's definitely true with these. Camel toe wise, yeah, again, it's the same material. It's very thin, very stretchy, and it just ventures on up there. So I do get a bit of a camel toe with these shorts. This colour is completely squat proof for me. I have no issues with that. In terms of like where these hit on me, I don't actually like wearing these as the intended length. Shock. No one is surprised by that comment. So I actually just roll these up. I know that some people will hate how it looks, and I've shown you in the try on clip, because there's a lot of like material around like the crotch area, but I just think just bringing these up a tiny little bit and just having that extra material to like pull up your bum, and it's not for everyone, I get it, not everyone likes doing that with the leggings or the shorts, and that's completely fine, but I just feel like it shows off your figure a bit more, and I personally find it a bit more flattering. I mean, you'll see the difference between the two. I just think it looks a lot better, and I like doing that with these. They don't dig in at all because they have such like a flat, so like with Amplify, the seam does like dig into your thigh a little, but with these it doesn't at all. Like it's literally just know what it is, it's just more flat than an Amplify seam. I don't really know how to explain that. I wear an extra small in these. I could probably go down to an extra small if I wanted to have like more compression and like a tighter fit, but I actually just like how bloody comfortable this range is, and so I wouldn't personally size down. I would just say you can stay true to size. If you really want to size down with these shorts, you can, because you don't have that front, that middle, that top seam around the top, and this, like, I mean, seriously, look at how much they stretch out. Like, they really do. They're very, 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 very stretchy. Moving on to the short shorts. So these are a shorter version of the second legging. So they have the dreaded top seam in the waistband. I just don't get it. Why would you do that? Anyway, these are the shorter shorts, and these are a short version of the second legging that I showed you. So yeah, they have that seam. The seams are the exact same as the leggings, but obviously these are just a short version. Back seam, logo, all the like bum contouring seams, these on the back, top seam, all that sort of stuff, no front seam. So I have these in blue and I have these in white. We'll go over the white very quickly so I can explain. So I've tried these on with black underwear, and then I also tried these on with nude underwear. I made sure that with this try on haul I've done all my try on clips right in front of my window, so it's like the most natural lighting you're gonna get. I mean, realistically you're not going to wear black underwear with white leggings, are you? But I just feel like I just needed to highlight that these are not, you know, they're not like, you know, the see-through. I just wanted to highlight that. But someone did message me on Instagram and she was like, please can you try them with nude underwear? I was like, of course I can. So I tried them with nude underwear as well. I mean, it was a bad choice of nude underwear. My seamless ALPHALETE nude underwear was in the wash, which is why I couldn't use that. I had to use a lounge pair, so you can see quite visibly that it says lounge underneath my shorts. So I probably wouldn't wear those either. But in terms of like the colour, you can still see my underwear. You can still see my underwear. You can still see the label on the back even when I'm stood up in the white shorts, because they're just very, very sheer. There's a colour difference between the waistband and the actual short, because this is like a very solid white, and then this is whatever colour your underwear and your skin tone is mixed in with white, because this is double layered, single layered in the shorts. The blue, absolutely obsessed with this colour. I'm going to put a video in so that you can see the sweat on these. So these kind of show like a little bit of sweat on the like bum crack area. When I trained legs in these this morning, these look so good with a white bra. Can I just say, if you're going to get two things, get these shorts with the white crossy back bra, and we can twin and we can all look sick together. It's a really, really, really good look. This blue is like, it's such a good blue. I was leaving Dan this morning, I was like, do you like my shorts? He was like, they're a very nice shade of blue. I was like, you're absolutely right, they're a very nice shade of blue and I really like them. Camel toe, they're going to give you a camel toe. It's the same material across the board, so they're going to give you a camel toe. It's very thin and stretchy, it just kind of like goes up there. In terms of sweat proofness, I've just spoken about that. You're going to see a little bit, but it dries very quickly, as with all the bottoms. It's all the same material. There isn't a difference in like material. The only difference is whether it's got that top seam in, and that kind of changes the sizing advice a tiny bit, but it's nothing crazy sort of thing, and the seams are a bit different, but that's everything else. The material is the same across the board from all these items. Squat proofness, the blue are completely fine, the white are not okay, but I mean that was to be expected. I would just be cautious with the lighter colours and maybe the brighter colours, so maybe the yellow. You might need to be a bit cautious with that, but the blue for me is completely fine. I just wholeheartedly recommend that you get a pair of these shorts. In terms of like the fit of these, they're a very, very, very comfortable shorts. So these don't dig in on the leg. Unpopular opinion, I actually like that the Amplify shorts dig in a bit on my leg, just because that means when I'm like doing deadlifts in the gym, when I'm doing squats in the gym, they can't expose my bum cheeks because they get caught underneath my bum because they're digging in, if that makes sense. Whereas because this seam lies flatter, I'm not gonna lie, these do roll up in the gym and then you have to readjust them quite a lot, otherwise the bottom of your bum cheek will be out because it doesn't dig in. You'll find yourself having to adjust these quite a bit more than you would the Amplify, just to stop yourself having your bum cheeks hanging out. But having said that, I've worn these for a leg day twice now, and I've actually just really enjoyed how comfortable these have been. I definitely wouldn't put them above Amplify shorts, but they're just a different kind of short, and I've actually really enjoyed wearing these. I wore them last week and then I wore them again today, and when I was wearing them today I was like, actually, these are so comfortable. They're so thin and stretchy and breathable. Second skin kind of thing. Do I wish that they didn't have the top seam in? Absolutely, but I would still recommend these. Like these shorts have really grown on me. I was saying it to someone on Instagram earlier. The leggings, really not my cup of tea, but the shorts in this collection I love, and I really would recommend these. So I'm going to give you my top picks, and I'm even going to give you the specific colours. So top pick would be I'm still reading the names off here because I can't remember them. Top pick would be a women's Pulse Kinetic bra. I really like this match colour, but I would recommend this in white because it's such a staple. Don't get me wrong, it gets absolutely filthy, but it's such a staple. And I would also recommend that in the Pacific blue colour, which I don't have, but I wish I did, because I think that bra in this colour, absolutely chef's kiss. That would be my top pick for sports bra. Another top pick would be the jackets or the tanks. Now, yeah, I'm just going to include both of these because I actually can't pick and I do like them. In terms of like an overall favourite, if someone was like, which one are you going to like get more use out of, I would say I would recommend this more, but I do still really like this. So they're both making it into my top picks for the Pulse collection. Both for different reasons. This is more like something I would wear in the gym. This is more something I would wear out of the gym, more like athleisure vibes to the gym before I've like got there, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I would highly recommend. And in terms of colour, if you're going to get the white one in this and even in the jacket, I can wholeheartedly, oh my god, I just realised I've been waving the leggings around, not even the jacket. What an idiot. I can wholeheartedly recommend the white, but just make sure, especially with the tank top in particular, if you want to wear that to the gym, do wear a white bra underneath it, just to make sure that no one can see things that you might not want them to be seeing. But yeah, that in the white or black, I just think that's going to be an absolute staple. I really wish I'd got some of like the red colours. The coral colour looks really pretty. And so does the cinnamon and the red hot. I've not got those, but I would definitely recommend checking out those colours. I've seen them on other people and they look insane. For the long sleeve jacket, I would just go white or black for this. I think I might actually buy the black one myself on Saturday because staple vibes, absolutely love. The leggings, I would personally give a miss to. They're just not my personal cup of tea, sorry. But in terms of the shorts, oh, I definitely recommend a pair of shorts, but I can't decide which length. It's going to depend on your personal preference. If you are someone who's concerned about how much these are going to roll up, but you prefer a shorter short, get these instead, but just roll them up like I have in the try-on clips. But I do think, just because I've worn these twice in the space of a week now, these are going to be the shorts I would recommend. These exact ones in the Pacific blue colour, you need them. Like, these are, yeah, I'm really happy with these. So those are my top picks. Let me know if you found this video helpful. If you need any help with sizing, you want to see colour comparisons, you want to see if certain colours go with other colours from this collection or previous collections, message me on Instagram and I will help you out with that. Comment below if you have any questions I can answer via here, just over text. But yeah, if you do use my support code, it's just Amy. Obviously, if you found this haul helpful at all, it would mean a lot if you were to use it, but if not, no problem. Support who you want. Message me on Instagram though if you do use my support code, just so I can say thank you, because obviously I would not be getting these big fat parcels and be able to do these videos if no one was using my support code. But yeah, I really hope you found this video helpful. I hope it wasn't too long. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you are doing. And yeah, any questions at all, drop me a message in the comments or on Instagram and I will get back to you. But yeah, launching the 28th, 4 PM UK time. Goodbye.